This is the final video of designing. So this time I have decided to call the client for a consultation so that we could brainstorm a few ideas to come up with a new design. While we were brainstorming on various ideas, our thoughts started to match and we decided to go for a warrior Shiva theme. He wanted to have a Japanese take on the design as he had recently been on a trip to Japan. So let me walk you through the final design. While we were looking for references on Pinterest, I came across this image which seemed like a Roman warrior wearing a Japanese helmet with a dragon on it. My client just loved the idea of having a Japanese dragon in the design. I liked this image too because this area was quite dark compared to the rest of the image and I could easily cover up the old tattoo in this area. Then I found this image on Pinterest and decided to turn this character into a Shiva because he had this fierce warrior kind of look on his face, and also his hair were tied up and his forehead was clearly visible, which quite relates with Lord Shiva. Client then suggested on adding an actual Spartan warrior somewhere in the design, but as you can see, it was making the design too busy and cluttered. So I thought it's better to skip this and add a snake instead because Lord Shiva always used to have a snake around his neck. Then I added the bhasma and the third eye, which are the two main elements of Lord Shiva. I've done a lot of painting on the overall design to add more contrast to it and also make it more tattooable. I've extended the beard a bit to fill the empty gap in this area. And lastly, I have added a flow and some highlights on the beard to add more depth to it. So the design is now complete, but we still need to adjust the contrast of the overall design. So I'm gonna add a new adjustment layer, which is levels, and add brightness wherever required. The client just fell in love with the design because this is exactly what he had imagined in his mind. So that's all about the designing. Now let's begin the tattoo process.